Hi, Cell Family. So, finally, we are going to be discussing all the changes that have happened in Primordial FX.Ai. It has been a while since they have put out a lot of their changes, and I was in the mode of observation. It was really important for me to present something to you and to the community that was credible, something that didn't have a lot of the noise and the clutter that you were hearing going out, and kind of use my experience and the experience of the community so we can navigate these changes and these updates and make a decision on how we are going to proceed with Primordial FX as a part of our investment portfolio. So, of course, I do have to remind you that I'm not an investment advisor. I'm not a platform advisor. I have no affiliation with Primordial or any other platform that I am invested with. As always, I am just sharing my experience with you. And of course, will always advise that you do your own due diligence before investing with any platform. Of course, also what I am sharing here is my opinion, my view of what has happened so far, and that does not mean that that needs to be your opinion, right? But just to give you a vantage points, because I have so many persons in my community that are sharing information, I think I put the information, the pertinent information together to share with you so that you can make any decisions that you may want to make in the future. I do have to give a really big shout out to the members of the Sil family group, the Crypto is Life Telegram group, because yes, I know there are times that, especially when we first had the changes, there were times when things just got crazy. People couldn't understand what was happening. The chat just went completely wild. But I do want to thank them because, without their efforts and their contributions and sharing their experiences and their screenshots, we would not be at the position where I am now, where I can do this video and really kind of give some sort of credible feedback to the community based on actual user experience apart from just my own. Right? So thank you so much. Crypto's Life Still Family Group. Love you all. Y'all have been really amazing. What we are going to cover today is we're going to take a look at why your accounts have been banned. We're going to review the terms and condition, the public notice that Primordial puts on their Instagram page, give you a little few tips on what you can do if you're banned. We're going to discuss the ROI payments and their frequency, the rejected withdrawals, and finally a conclusion on what I think. So first, I'm going to start off the video by just kind of showing you some of the communication that we have received from Primordial. Now, Primordial has been no public statement apart from the updates that they have done. What the changes that have happened have just been like you logged into your account, you tried to do a withdrawal, and boom, your account was banned. Or you just logged into your account and boom, your account was banned. So guys, yes, my account was also banned, my main account. The first account that I had ever created, the one that I use with my referral, which everyone had referred under, where I was receiving my commissions. Yes, my account was banned. And when members started sharing with me that their accounts were being banned, I started to observe, and I made a point of recording every time that I logged into my account. And I logged into my account and boom, linked account over the limit, user breach TOS drawdown clause. So I am just like, I don't know what they're referring to. I guess assuming from here that they probably are taking a look at the other accounts that I manage, because I do offer the pool sharing plans to members of my community. So I'm assuming that maybe one of those accounts would have been overdrawn, or maybe my account was overdrawn, but nonetheless they pulled all the accounts, considered it a linked account, and banned them all. Right? So yes, my account has been banned. This is another reply because members started sending messages to Primordial support, and I've just kind of picked a few of them that can give you some clarity on exactly what happened, right? So first, they said our TOC have always existed and available for clients and prospectives to read. As long as your total investment does not exceed your total withdrawal/profits, you can withdraw freely. And just to give you a sample of what that would look like, this is a dashboard here. your total investments, which is right on the right hand side, is 13,700, and your withdrawals at 10,960. So take a mental note of this, guys, because I am going to go into this a little further down in the video. But we can tell that this is a new account. The deposits were 13,700. This is a 80% gold account, so they got their first ROI, which they deposited, which they withdrew, and their total investments is 13,700. So based on Primordial's information and their clause, then they are safe to withdraw maybe about $2,000 to almost $3,000, right, based on this. A little further in the video, I will go into a little more on the previous slide. I just wanted us to take a little further look at some more of the responses that we received from Primordial. So one person says, I'm in a household where more than one of us are using the same IP address, although we didn't sign up as referrals. Is that considered a link account? And then Primordial responds, nothing is considered a link account. So that is a bit odd to me, because just earlier in this video, we saw when an account was banned because it was a linked account, right? So still trying to understand exactly what a linked account is. Further on, we have a guy that asks here, my withdrawals can be, what he's trying to ask is it that your withdrawals can't be more than your investments or your deposits? And Primordial clarified that your withdrawals can't be more than your investments, because you could deposit only once and continue reinvesting, right? So just to be clear, your deposits can't be more than your withdrawals can't be more than your investments. And you're going to hear me say that many times throughout the course of this video. Another one says, I have a friend in which their successful withdrawals is 17,000 and the investment is 21,000. Watch the distance apart, but his account still got banned. So basically what they're saying is that there's a $3,000 difference between the two accounts, and the account still got banned, and they're seeking for clarity. However, Primordial responded that I cannot discuss the details with you, which is true, right? But again, we are seeing some inconsistency in their responses, because right here it says, a person asks, if I keep my investments $1,000 above my withdrawals, will I get banned? And Primordial basically says, well, no, you would not get banned, as in, yes, you can keep your investments $1,000 above your withdrawals. Someone else asks, will the banning of accounts stop tomorrow? Was it only due to the quarterly updates? The person wants to know if this is going to be a continuous development, and Primordial said it will not stop tomorrow. So basically, guys, we need to continue monitoring our accounts. How much accounts can you have in one household? So this person basically wants to know how many accounts anybody can have, and Primordial says it's limitless. Another one says here, there are two Primordial accounts within the household, both with separate KYCs. Will those accounts be within your terms and conditions if the USD is being transacted between the both accounts to build the accounts? Primordial says they would be counted as withdrawals. So my understanding here is that if you have more than one account in a household, Primordial is tallying both accounts, investments, and withdrawals in order to make the determination on whether the account will be banned or not. Furthermore, this person says, will the master earner commission system be up and running again? Because as you know, they stopped it for a while. And what was the reason for the cancellation? Someone says, our quarterly audit was being done and the system will start back tomorrow, and that would be October 16th. Well, actually October 17th. Right, so someone else asked, Primordial, you said that the platform will be around for 3 more years, which is 2026. I just wanted to know exactly what month will it be stopping. Right, so they said we will update sooner to the time. And finally, as an ending note from Primordial support tickets, you can withdraw as per normal. Please note, Primordial FX is not an avenue to offset debts, but rather to create wealth. So please be mindful with your withdrawals. Reinvest wisely to create generational wealth. So if you keep withdrawing without reinvesting to create wealth, your account will be voided. So keep that in mind, guys. Primordial does not want us withdrawing every month to pay our bills and to live. They want us to use the money and create wealth for our families in the future. Okay, so we're going to look at the terms and conditions. I'm not going to go into the entire terms and conditions. The link is here. I will also include it in the link of this video. Please be sure to review it in its entirety as you would do in any platform that you get into. We're just going to look very quickly at the term and condition as it relates to the drawdown policy. So we are on Primordial's page, and there are lots of new designs on the page, looking very beautiful, I might add. But we are looking specifically at, scroll to the bottom where it says terms and conditions. Now I can't say exactly when this term and condition got into place. I know Primordial has said that it has always been there, but I can tell you that when I joined the platform, and remember I was one of the first persons that invested on the platform, this was not there. I actually looked at another terms and condition that spoke specifically about affiliate marketers, but this was not there. But I cannot tell you how long after that it was implemented, right? So I just wanted to share that. But in any platform that you go into, guys, you need to read your terms and your conditions. So let's click on the terms and conditions, and I'm not going to be going through the entire terms and conditions. I'm going to be specifically looking at the drawdown clause, right? So please do take some time. If you're invested in the platform, if you're thinking about getting invested in the platform or any platform, please ensure that you read it. So the account drawdown termination policy. In the event that a user withdraws more than 100% of their balance within a 90-day consecutive period, the account may be subject to termination without prior notice. This policy is implemented to protect the financial stability of our platform and to prevent any excessive account drawdowns that could compromise the user's ability to continue trading responsibly. The account termination procedure. Upon detecting that an account drawdown exceeding 100% within a 90-day period, any further withdrawals requested via the user will be placed on hold, and the user will be notified via electronic mail that their account is on hold for potential account termination. Now, I know of many persons, including myself, who did not have this opportunity or did not receive this email. They just logged into their accounts and it was banned. Grace period. The user will be given a grace period of 3 calendar days from the date of the notification to rectify the excessive drawdown by depositing additional funds to their account to cover the deficit. During this period, the user account activities may be restricted to prevent further drawdown. So guys, if your account has been put on hold, please contact support. It will have to be via email because you may not be able to access anything other than the support in order to make a deposit. So I have not seen this happen as yet. It has not been shared with me in my community. However, I believe that the support feature may still be open on the account. I have not seen that, or you can try sending them an email. Account termination. If the user fails to rectify their account drawdown within the specified grace period of the 3 days we just spoke about, the account may be terminated upon termination, so long as the user has not made withdrawals adding up to 100% of the total deposited amount to the account. A refund of the balance will be sent to the users, deducting any outstanding fees, charges, or penalties incurred as a result of the excessive drawdown. And I have not seen that happen to date, right? But there is an appeal process. If the user believes that the account drawdown was as a result of an exceptional circumstance beyond their control, they may submit an appeal in writing to the platform customer support team within a 14-day period of the account termination. Appeal should take a detailed documentation and evidence supporting the user's claim. The platform will review the appeal and, at its discretion, may reinstate your account or take other appropriate actions. Right? Of course, I go down further to say that this is a standard policy, but I'm just sharing this here with you guys so that you can be guided accordingly if you have not already read it. So after just reviewing the terms and conditions, I guess we would know why our accounts or some accounts may have been banned. Your withdrawals were more than your invested amount, or you have a linked account that is overdrawn. So if you didn't know why your accounts were banned before, now you know why. Let's take a look at the statement that they sent on their Instagram page, which was done on the 22nd of October. The link is here. You can go and check it. It's on the Instagram page. And I really do actually appreciate the fact that they took the opportunity to address the investors. However, I wished that it was done prior to the activity and the audits. So let's take a look. Right? So it says, effective immediately, Primordial FX.Ai systems will experience the following upgrades. Clients' ability to transfer to others. And I can tell you that that feature is already in use based on what my community has said. And it seems that it is working. Client's ability to transfer between interest wallet and deposit wallet. Currently, that feature is not working. So if you need to transfer between your interest and your deposit wallet, you need to send a support ticket. Right? Withdrawals submitted during the week will only be processed on Saturday when trading markets are closed. Our system will now be able to trade on weekdays without interruptions. So basically, guys, Monday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, whenever you do a withdrawal, you're only going to see it appearing in your wallet at Saturday evening, right? Launch of the native Primordial token featuring a hybrid protocol relying on a unique combination of proof of history and proof of stake consensus mechanism. So let's see. It seems as if Primordial wants to come out with a token, and I'm assuming that there might be liquidity for it. I'm not sure. Let's see how that unfolds. Right? It's a DeFi ecosystem. It is a decentralized finance system. They're added a staking option. There currently is a staking option on the platform, but it is not working as yet. It says 2% for 30 days. It is not clear if it's at 2% for every day for a period of 30 days or if it's 2% for the entire day. A pooling option added. Well, that has not, we have not seen what that looks like as yet. MetaMask Web3 integration. So that's just another crypto wallet. You can log in directly on the platform with your MetaMask details. I don't think that feature has been active as yet. Maybe one of my community members can let me know. You can suspend your investments. So I'll be interested to see what that looks like. I'm assuming to mean that in the middle of your investment that has been running, it's usually locked for a period of 12 months. Based on what this is saying, that you now have the opportunity to suspend your investment. I don't know if you'll be able to withdraw. So I'm looking forward to seeing what this actually means. Compound interest using the automatic payment gateway. Well, we know that this platform does not allow automatic compounding, so I'm looking forward to seeing that as well. You can schedule your investments, then seeing that feature available. You can roll over or hold your capital, and they're going to have automated gateways, integration gateway. So many of these have not been active as yet. Of course, guys, as soon as the information comes out, I see it functioning, I will do another video for us to go a little further into it. I just wanted to draw your attention to this notice that was put out by Primordial FX. What can you do if you are banned? Well, we just looked at that in their terms of service. After you're banned, you have 3 days to make a deposit to your account to cover the deficit. How you're going to make that deposit, I don't know. If the platform, you don't have access to the platform, I would suggest sending an email to support. The email address is right below here. How responsive they are, I can't say entirely, because I have known members of the community to say that they have sent emails and they're not getting any response on it, right? So the most you can do is continue to make the effort. Users can appeal for their accounts via email, as I read before, within the 14-day period, as long as you have all the evidence, right? So these are some options that you can. I already went into it when I did the terms of service. So please implore any of them if you would like to continue to be an investor on the platform. Late ROI payments. And this is something that I have to continue addressing in my community repeatedly. And this was before this major change that Primordial had. Primordial always paid their ROI late. It comes, but it came late. Generally, I have found if it was due on a Friday or over the weekends, it's not coming until the following Monday, right? It usually ran a day or two late, but now I'm seeing it in the community up to 7 days late. A person waited on their ROI, right? So just continue to be patient. If it doesn't drop, I can't even give you a time frame. If it doesn't drop, send support a ticket. If you're sending support a ticket and you're not getting a response from support, send another one, right? Maybe they're not online at the time. You can send several support tickets. You can close your support tickets and send your support. This is another reason why I would advise persons to join the SIL Telegram group, because we get information from one another. And it was actually a member in the community that suggested closing off your ticket and creating another one, and they actually responded to the newer one and did not respond to the old one. So just tips that I'm giving you guys on how we can navigate the platform. Withdrawals. All right, so we read already in the notice, you can apply for your withdrawals during the week and the payments will be made on Saturday. They usually start coming after midday. So don't start getting anxious if you don't see your withdrawal coming. It usually starts coming after midday, late into the night on Saturdays, and that would have been for withdrawals that you made during the week. There is a crypto merchant in the San Fernando area. You can always join the community and ask which crypto merchant that is. That is actually cashing out your withdrawals prior to it coming on Saturday. So if you want to go that avenue, I would suggest that you do, to avoid any sort of rejected withdrawals, and that is something that is happening. So reasons why you could have a withdrawal rejected is that you have an incorrect Web20 wallet address, or you made too many frequent withdrawals. Not even though those withdrawals were less than your invested amount, if you made too many withdrawals, you can have your withdrawals rejected, or generally that your account is overdrawn, right? But what you would expect if a withdrawal is rejected, that you would see the funds go back into your wallet, into your platform balance. And there are members of my community who have had their withdrawals rejected, never did a withdrawal before, and the money is not showing up in their platform balance. So in a case like that, you continue to press support, send them a ticket, send them as many tickets as you can, because that in effect should not be, right? So just continue to send them a ticket, and I'm sure that they will have the issue rectified. How to prevent your account from being terminated? Well, I think we just discussed this at length. If you receive a notification, if you're lucky enough to receive a notification about a rejected withdrawal or an email, we know that you have a 3-day period for you to make an additional deposit. Appeal with evidence. We read that already. If you've been online, as quickly as you can, get your screenshots, get your screen recordings, refer to any previous support tickets that you have. Try and get your information sent to support as quickly as possible, whether it be via email, whether using their Instagram page, to have your account reinstated. stay informed. It's important that we are aware of these updates. Things are happening very quickly with the platform. Their policies are changing very quickly. So it's important that you join a community where you can help one another, right? But of course, as investors, we need to still be very responsible when you join a community. And that is something that I press upon in my community. Yes, I understand that everybody wants the information, but information is in the chat. So when you join the chat, use the search feature. If you're looking for a question, a lot of the pertinent information is pinned. If not, use the search feature. Look at the videos that are there. That's the reason why I'm doing this video, so that you can really understand what's happening in the platform, to avoid the repetitive questions. My community members have been really awesome in helping, responding to certain persons, and to repeated questions as well. But as investors, we need to have that level of responsibility when joining a chat, when we are investing, right? So please make sure that you look at the information, research the information, and stay informed of everything that is happening. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little Excel sheet right now, that will assist you in managing your withdrawals. Yes, Primordial FX has said that you should not withdraw more than 100%, but I have seen several cases of person withdrawing 80, 90% and having their withdrawal rejected or just outright banned in their account. So let's try to manage our withdrawals. Try to keep it in a safe range, maybe 60 of 70% of what is totally invested, but what is available to withdraw. And we will look at that in an Excel sheet shortly. Reinvest every other month to ensure that you have a healthy balance. So try not to just withdraw. I know our mindset as platform investors is that you want to get back your seed money as quickly as possible, and I completely understand that, but we also want to make sure that we are building wealth and we are compounding and so forth, right? And if you are reinvested with the hope of withdrawing, at least give the platform a 24 hours window to read the investments. So don't reinvest as soon as your ROI hits and then do a withdrawal. You may not have given the platform enough time to read your investment, and you could face having your withdrawal rejected or your account outright banned, right? So just a couple tips of things that I'm seeing that's happening that I'm trying to collate for you to help guide you. We looked a little earlier in the video of this account, right? So this is a dashboard where a person would have deposited 13,900, they withdrew 10,960, and they have a total investment of 13,700. Let's look at that a little further. We saw here in month 1, that's what we just looked at on the dashboard. Month 1 is showing us the deposited amount of 13, the withdrawn amount of 10,000, and the total investment is 13. What that means is that this person has $2,700 available to withdraw in the next cycle. The next cycle comes around now, and they have a new ROI of 13,700. They have a new ROI of 9,600, which is 80% of the 13,700 that we see here. Plus, they have the invested amount from before, which is the 13,700, giving them a new invested total of $24,000. Of course, I just came by this figure by adding their new ROI plus their previous total invested amount. With this 24,000 now and their withdrawn amount of 10,000, their new available amount to withdraw is 13,700 available on their next cycle. Would I suggest that you withdraw this 13,700 right away? I wouldn't suggest it just yet. Let's look a little further. So we've gone on to month 3 now. Remember, your new invested amount is 24,000. So you're going to get the 80% of that 24,000, which is 19,000. So your 19,000 ROI for this new month 3, plus your brought forward invested amount of 24,000, as we saw up here in month 2, You now have to ask yourself, what are you going to do with this 19,000? What are you going to do with your ROI? Because it just hit your wallet. We saw here that we have available to withdraw 13,000 without getting our account banned. That will take us at the 100% limit. So we have two options. We can decide to risk it and go at the 100% limit, because I'm saying so because I've seen so many persons withdraw on the borderline, even 80% of what is available to them, and have their withdrawals rejected. So option one is to withdraw what is available, which is the 13,000, leaving you with 6,000 to reinvest. So now your total withdrawn amount would be the 13,000 that was available to you here, plus the 10,000 you withdrew in month one, bringing your total withdrawals to 24,000. Your total invested amount will now be the $6,000 that you had available to you, that you would from your ROI for this month, which came from this 19,000. So you're now going to invest 6,000 from this 19, plus you already had 24,000 invested from the month before, bringing your total invested amount to $30,000. This $30,000 means that at the next cycle, you can withdraw 6,028. How I came by that 6,028? I took your total invested amount, which was what you had before, plus what you invested from your ROI, and I deducted your total withdrawn amount. And the total withdrawn amount, as we saw just now, is what you would have withdrawn in the first month, which was 10,960, plus what was available to withdraw to you after you made your investment. So now on the next cycle, you have 6,028 to withdraw. That's option one. Option two is to reinvest the entire 19,000. This 19,000 that you got, reinvest the entire amount, add it to your brought forward amounts that you had at the last month, your total invested amount, giving you a new total investment of 44,000. And we saw how I came at that 44,000. I added the ROI that I received plus the invested amount that I had before, and I came at the 44,000. That 44,000 now gives me a wider range to play with for withdrawals if I decided I want to withdraw. So now I have 44,000 invested and I have $10,000 withdrawn. So that means that 44,000 that's total invested less that total withdrawn amount means that I have available to withdraw $33,000. As I said, avoid keeping your account on borderline. This is a numbers game. That's what we're doing here, max. Avoid keeping your account on borderline. Try balancing it and withdrawing just enough so that you can enjoy some profits, building wealth, and most importantly, not having your account banned. So what do I think? I think that we need to give Primordial FX some credit for being a very well-established platform for us over the greater part of this year. There have been many projects, crypto projects, that have come onto the space and has given us weeks, months, even days, we saw in some cases, right? Primordial FX has really established themselves in this arena, and we have to give some credit to them where that is due. We have to also give them time to work through these updates that they're doing. It is expected that the updates that we're seeing would be better for all investors. So full props to them for what they have done so far. Full props to them for the updates and what they're trying to do for the community, right? So clapping hands for Primordial FX. Where I find that they are lacking is the inability to be transparent with its investors, to give us that communication, that proper guidance in how to move forward. The communication that we're getting right now is with support, and they have been very short and some of them inconsistent. One person would be getting one response, another person would be getting another response. One minute they have linked accounts, the next minute there are no such things as linked accounts. the responses have just been very, very, very sparse, and we have to kind of determine, use our community support to kind of come up with a plan in order to navigate this platform. And I really would hope, or would have expected, that maybe some sort of memo or something could have come out via their page as to how best we should navigate. In addition to that, to the accounts that were terminated or banned, or the withdrawals that would have been rejected, I would have liked to have seen some sort of email communication, giving them the opportunity to correct their mistakes. Because I mean, many persons were just withdrawing and withdrawing and withdrawing and not reinvested, right? Of course, the platform is a trading platform, so once ROI is available, we should be able to withdraw it. But I do understand what they are trying to do in terms of building wealth for its members. My only issue is what's going to happen at the end of this 3-year period. When would our monies become available to us, right? The responses, as I said before, has been very inconsistent, and there has been varying methods of how you're going to handle similar issues. So what I am doing, and of course this is just my opinion, one is I'm being patient. I am watching and I am observing. I'm trying to clear the clutter because there's a lot of negativity out there. I'm trying to clear the clutter and I'm trying to look at the facts. I wish Primordial would come to us and give us something a little bit more transparent, something with a little bit more credibility we can go on, rather than what each other is saying. But for now, I am grateful for it. These next months are going to be very critical, and I'm going to be observing, me personally, before I make any new investment or even recommend anyone to make any new investment. Let's sit back, let's look, let's observe at what's happening, let us be patient. Persons are getting paid, right? So it's not that the platform is not paying. People are getting paid. People are getting their ROI. Yes, it's late. People are getting their payments, but people are also not getting their payments. So these are things that we need to look at, right? So, of course, guys, thank you very much for listening. I hope that you found this content to be helpful. I hope that it was able to help you through navigating the Primordial FX space. Of course, I do welcome you to join the Crypto is Life community. It is an information group. It is not a group for you to come in and promote your own agenda, promote your links. That's not going to be allowed. It is a group where we share our experiences on the platforms that are posted in the group. If there's anyone that has a platform that they want me to take a look at as the administrator, please feel free to private message me and I will do my due diligence. But of course, if you're coming to me with a platform, you also need to do your due diligence on it. We cannot be in this space if we are not have that quest to learn more, have that quest for more knowledge, right? So as always, I'm going to try to keep the group as updated as best as I can. Joining the Telegram group means that you're going to get the information faster, because I'm not always going to be in a position to do a video. This particular video, I will admit, yes, it was late, but it was late for several reasons. One, I needed to observe. I needed to hear what my community was saying, right? So guys, I'm very grateful. Primordial, if y'all are watching this video, I really hope we can see, some improvement in terms of your communication and your transparency. I'll see you guys at the top. If you like the video, please do subscribe. I'll see you guys soon.